They'll come out in the pistol. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Caught by Gates, left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is for tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Time to get a glance at the offensive starters, and one of those isn't J.J. Watt, but it's Derek Watt that we talk about.
Nothing wrong with being little bro here. A starting fullback at the University of Wisconsin. Not many teams are utilizing this position in the NFL, but he fits perfectly. Would be a great lead blocker and can catch the ball out of the backfield.
6. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 3rd and goal for Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambo will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They begin with a run by Yeldon, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to... And both guys were there, but it falls in. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Melvin Ingram is beginning to come into his own as an outside lineman. Solid with an excellent first step.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, we always hear connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him.
From midfield, here's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall in.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now T.J. Yeldon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle by the rookie Joey Bosa.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's got time in the pocket, and he fires one, but incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar. Pops it in from long distance. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Braves back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63. That was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not partner. It's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Rivers. And that's complete to Gates. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. His game plan, or he's just finding his way open?
And maybe a little of both. On second down, now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
First chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. Phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mistakes right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
And right side, Henry's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's Rivers. Going for the deep ball. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And to the 4th, and that's where the return stops. The Jaguars getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good, and they better make sure they love him up, help them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run it again with Yeldon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken to scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on the way. Back deep is Devin Hester. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw, Rivers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 5, 3rd and medium here. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his something going this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They come out here in the eye. Bortles going to get, and he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.